This is my pink syngonium plant. It was not growing fast. Maybe the reason it was in a small planter, and I put it to this DIY planter, and it has ample space, and now I can see a little bit of growing of the leaves, and also it looks healthy. This is one of my pothos plants. If you can see, it's bitten by snails. Look at this, the whole plant is bitten. What can we use as a pest control? We can use turmeric on that so that the pests, snails will not come, and also cloves mixed water. So that is a great remedies to keep these flies and also these flies and slugs away. So this is a very bad condition of the plant because all the leaves are bitten. If I am to give you a close up of the plant, look at this plant. The problem is it's missing out a lot of leaves. Now the stems are healthy, but you can see there are leaves are not growing it between the stem, and they are looking so leggy. So what you can do is I put some soil in between and I transferred it to a shade. So we'll see the progress of the plant, and I'll do an beautiful rubber plant. Their leaves are so huge. You can multiply with a single leaf cutting. This is another house plant that you don't have to water everyday basis. This plant grows very tall, so it needs a planter that is ample enough. Small planters will not be enough for this beautiful rubber plant. This plant also an ideal indoor plant and one of the beautiful and elegant looking one. So keep it in the semi-shade. This is lucky bamboo. Time to time pruning this plant will make it bushy. So when you cut it, you can put it back in the same plant to make it so bushy looking. And when you have more stems, try to get many more multiplied plants, putting them in different planters so that you can easily have many more plants. So this is one of the beautiful house plants, very green looking and elegant, and also it gives a very eye-catching look. So this is one of the decorative house plants. This is umbrella plant. This is one of the easy to grow plant, and also they prefer the semi-shade. You can easily multiply and grow them back with single cuttings. So time to time pruning also is a must so that you can have multiplied plants, and also you can gift them and also keep them in your garden in another separate place. You have varieties of philodendron plants. See that you keep it near a parapet wall. Their aerial roots love some support. Either you give it a support by providing them a moss stick, or else you can put it near a parapet wall so that the plant leaves touches the parapet wall and cover the area. It looks so green and beautiful. Cast iron plant, another plant which prefers the large ample pot. You can use a DIY planter, but make sure it's ample enough. This also grows very tall, and it is also another green looking plant. If you are a person who loves house plants, this is another beautiful suggestion for you. Another beautiful house plant. This is the syngonium plant, dwarf syngonium. Look at this. Now I kept it in the shade, but these days the warmth is very high. So due to that, these little leaves got damaged, burnt, some are burnt, and I can see the plant is not healthy. Now I have to shift this to an area where they get the partial to medium sunlight, to a shade where they can get the cover. So even this is the same, curvy leaves. I can feel the roughness in the texture of the leaf. So these plants are best house plants, and you can keep them in a shady corner. Devil's backbone, Pedilanthus. This is bit poisonous for pets. I have heard that, and also I have read it in the Google. And this plant is one of the beautiful house plants, but if you have pets, be careful with them. So this is another beautiful leafy plant, variegated leaf, and they can tolerate sunlight, bright indirect sunlight. This is my ZZ plant. Friends, if you can see now, this plant is getting yellow leaves at the moment. Here, look at this. So I have to remove all them, These plants turn yellow when we do overwatering. That is one of the main reasons, because these plants doesn't like getting watered every day on regular basis. So I have to remove this. Look at this, it's rot. So we have to be mindful not to overwater these plants. These are Sansevieria plants. They don't need to be watered on regular basis. So when you bring this plant from a nursery, see that you give it a small planter. Now look at this. This is a DIY planter, a coffee mug planter. They love to sit on these small planters, and also you don't need to give them fertilizer, or else you don't need to water them every day. These are low maintenance and permanent beautiful house plants. This is Erica palm, and look at this planter. This is a huge planter. This is one of the house plants in my home that I have kept for years. This is also another low maintenance plant which prefers the semi-shade. Do not keep it in the bright sunlight area, so that you will see amazing growth of the Erica palm plant.